Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you with something important to say.
Hello everyone, welcome to Trash Talk Tuesday. I'm Mo, I'm here with Doc. What we do on Trash Talk Tuesday is this. I pick a topic and we just trash it. Sometimes it turns into it's usually more of an information session, but we do talk a little trash. Would you agree with that?
My favorite day.
Your favorite day of the week. We're going to back up the dump truck and
take out the trash.
Let it all out. All right, so today what we're talking about, so recently the CDC released a death report, and what this article, this is from ABC News, what it says is, basically, Dr. Fauci says that these reports are being exaggerated by conspiracy theorists. He says the report is being twisted by conspiracy theorists to imply COVID-19 death toll is not as serious as it sounds. In response, Dr. Anthony Fauci and other medical authorities, whoever they are, and I don't know why they're authorities. Now, I know Fauci is, don't argue with me, they just didn't tell me who, said that unequivocally that at least 180 Americans have died because of this virus. And what he wanted to say is, let there be no confusion. It says it's not 9,000 deaths from COVID-19, it's 180,000 plus deaths. The point the CDC was trying to make is a certain percentage of death had nothing else but COVID. So basically, you saw the report.
Yeah.
There are 180,000 deaths. Only 9,000 of those were only COVID. The rest had some type of comorbidity, which is what we've talked about this entire time. So what are your thoughts? Well, and I'll say this. He said that does not mean someone with hypertension or diabetes dies of COVID. Didn't die of COVID. They did. If they had that and COVID. He's basically saying they still died of COVID.
I won't say they died of COVID. They died with COVID.
They died with COVID.
Yeah. And that's a horse of a different color. Once again, we get back to the same old story that I've been talking about for the last 6 months. We don't have concise, accurate, complete data to make any kind of rational decision about what we need to do. I mean, this is so confusing. It's confusing for medical professionals, doctors, and the authorities at large.
The medical authorities at large.
Medical authorities at large. They don't know what they're talking about. You know, hospitals get more money for comorbidities. So if you go in the hospital and, oh my God, you're having a heart attack and it didn't go well and you died, but while you're there, you had symptoms of COVID. Well, you had COVID too. So you died with COVID, not because of COVID. COVID probably didn't cause the heart attack. I mean, there's all these problems out there, and we need very accurate, reliable, sensitive data, and we don't get it. When you fill out a death certificate, and I filled out a lot of these over the years. Yeah. I mean, they always want you to list the cause of death, and you know, if it's a motor vehicle accident, that's pretty straightforward. Okay. Yeah. But a lot of times, when you put in her age, you know, she was 90 years old, she died of a heart attack. You know, her heart stopped, she stopped breathing. No, that's not what they want. They want you to say what it is they died of. Sometimes I can't figure it out. Well, she was 95 years old. Yeah. She didn't have cancer. She didn't have diabetes. She had a hysterectomy when she was 40. I guess I need to put that down there, that she had a comorbidity of a hysterectomy when she was 40 years old, 50 years ago.
She was killed by the Grim Reaper. That's what you put.
Yeah, I mean, it's some of this stuff, and it's just a lack of very accurate reporting. And I think that's what we're struggling with now. Yeah. Because, you know, we come in, we test people, and they're positive for COVID. Well, are the tests accurate? What percentages are positive?
And a lot of people say they're not.
You know, they're testing rhubarbs and potatoes, and they're testing positive for COVID. I mean, come on.
Here's my question.
Let's get real here.
Here's what I guess I want to define also. When someone goes into the hospital today and they die of a heart attack, for example, if they have other comorbidities, like they're obese, they have diabetes, they have, I don't know what else, you wouldn't list all those other things. You would say heart attack. So I think
actually on the death certificate you actually list those other things.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. There's like 4 different lines.
So I guess what I'm saying is people wouldn't look at those numbers. People would, most of the time people would say they died of the heart attack, right?
That's number one cause.
Okay, number one cause. But
they list the secondary causes from
it. So I guess what I'm saying is,
because then that way they can figure out if they died of heart disease from diabetes and hyperlipidemia, as opposed to just a heart attack.
So maybe I have this wrong then. So I guess what I'm trying to...
No, you have it right, because we don't have the accurate data regarding COVID. Now, do I think that 180,000 people in this country died of COVID-19? No. Do I think 9,000 people only died of COVID-19? No. That truth is somewhere in between, and we don't know.
Okay. So I
and
guess...
I'm not so sure, honestly, Michelle, that we'll ever know.
And my problem is just it's so politicized at this point.
It is.
People just want it to be one thing, or just like me. I don't want it to be that.
No, I just want the information.
Yeah.
Honestly, whether Biden gets in office, fine. Trump gets reelected, fine. I really don't care, but I'd like to have some accurate information. Can I just have that? Can our dysfunctional system give me that? Because that would.
Here's the other thing. It says, where was I looking? Okay, so you were talking about death certificates. Man, I had something right here about death certificates that I wanted to cover. If I can't find it in just a second, then I'll move on.
It's kind of a trashy talk.
It is. Okay, on 94% death certificates that mention COVID-19, an additional condition is also listed. 94%. The other thing I'll say is, it says... health experts warn that the suggestion that only people with pre-existing conditions will be severely sickened or killed by COVID-19 ignores the fact that 45% of Americans have underlying conditions that put them at risk if they are infected with coronavirus. I guess those were the only two things I want to say. Because most of us here in this country are obese. So almost right off the bat, everybody is at risk.
60% of the country.
Yeah. But are they? I don't know. We don't know.
No, because we don't have the accurate data.
And we don't really know anything about COVID. I mean, we do know things about COVID, but we don't really know about COVID.
No, we don't know the history of it.
So, I think 10 years from now, we're going to have, hopefully...
I hope it's not that long.
I think it's going to... Man, I don't even know. I want to say a lot of things. I'm not going to.
We ought to do a video and release it in 10 years to see if our predictions...
This is our time capsule.
Yeah, see if our predictions come true.
We should do a video right now that we never post, because I'll say my real trashy thoughts about things. And then I don't want to be right. I don't need to be right. I just want this to not be as big a deal. I really do. So there's my bias. I don't want it to be like what it is. I want it to be something that means that we can all function as a society.
I need more accurate information so I can make a good decision. Because I'm telling you,
that's what we need is a non-political good bunch of information that we can draw legitimate conclusions from.
That's all I'm asking for.
That's science. That's what science is.
Yeah. Well, so far I don't have any.
Yeah. I don't know, man. What do you think? What even do we want to end this on? Do we want to end this
I don't know. Let's just keep plowing through it and hope for the best.
See. The good news is...
Prepare for the worst.
We have more information now than we did 6-7 months ago. So hopefully in 6-7 months...
We have more information, but it's still confusing.
It's still confusing. Hopefully we keep learning and we keep growing, and hopefully people... nobody wants to see anybody get sick, and nobody wants to see those numbers grow. And I guess there's that. Now I'm getting sweaty talking about this.
I know.
It stresses me out.
It's kind of stressful.
Yeah. All right. Well,
guys, have a good week.
Have a great week. I don't have anything great to end it on.
Nah.
Other than it's almost fall. Where's that?
Something positive.
All right, everyone. Well, if you have any questions or want us to cover a certain topic, let us know. Otherwise, we'll see you next time for Free Advice Friday.
That's right. See you then.